Hello students, hello everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss identity operators in Python. Okay, so let's start without wasting your and my time. Here we go with this new topic, that is identity operators in Python. Okay, in Python, we have two identity operators. Okay, see before that. Identity operators compare the memory locations of two operands and returns either true or false. Okay, the Python has two identity operators. Is operator, which returns true if both operands are pointing to the same memory locations, and is not returns true if both operands are pointing to the different memory location. These two operators, these two identity operators we have. Identity means memory location. Okay, so is and is not. So before explaining in details about identity operators, I have to explain one basic concept of variables in Python that you must know and you have to listen carefully. If that point is clear, if that concept is clear, to understanding to identity operators will be easier for you. So let me explain that concept first. Okay, here we go with that concept. Variables in Python. See on the screen I have written, Python preloads some values in memory. It is referred as front-loaded data space. Let me tell you what Python does. It uploads some values in the memory. Some values are already uploaded in the memory by the Python. Okay, and each value has a memory address. Again, I'm repeating what Python uploads some values in the memory. Automatically, some values are uploaded into the memory by the Python. Okay, and each value contains some one memory address. Let me show you how it is. Consider and as I told, Python uploads some values in the memory. Already it is uploaded. So consider 0 we have, and the memory address of 0 is 1016. Consider 1 is stored at 1032 and 2 is stored at 1048. Consider 3 is stored at 1064. Consider 4 is stored at 1080 and consider 5 is stored at 1096. And I have checked practically up to 999. These values are already uploaded into the memory. Okay, and that memory space is called front-loaded data space. Okay, and each value in this data space has a memory address as I've shown here. Consider it, these are the memory addresses. It may vary computer by computer. A consideration है. Just consider the memory address of 0 is 1016, 1032, 1048. These are the memory addresses. Consider it. Okay, it will vary. Okay, so these values are already uploaded into the memory. Even we have not created any variable, but these values are stored, already uploaded. They have taken space in the memory. Okay, and if we are storing a equal to 5, if we are storing a equal to 5, so what will happen? This 5 will not be stored into the variable. Here variables are in Python. Variables are not treated as value container. The variables do not store the value. They point to the memory location where this value is stored. In Python, a variable is treated as an object. It does not store value. It stores the memory location where that value is stored. Okay. So the value, if you're storing 5 to the variable, it will point to the location, which location to the memory address where 5 is stored. Okay. Now again, I'm making it more clear. If you're taking another variable and if you're writing b equal to 5, consider another variable we have taken b, and in that also if you're storing 5, so what will happen? This variable also will point to the same memory location. So these variables are not storing 5, these variables are storing the location of value 5. Am I clear? These variables are not storing the value 5, they are storing the address of value 5. This is the concept in Python. I think the things are clear. And if consider if you're writing one more variable you have taken, you are writing c equal to 2. So it will point to the address where 2 is stored. Okay, so variables are pointing to the memory location. Okay, but still means if two variables have same values, what I'm telling you, if two variables have same value, means they are pointing to the same memory location. I think this I have explained. Up to this I have explained that if the two variables are have same values, they will point to the same memory location. But here we have three situations. Three situations are there in Python where even two variables have same value, still they will point to the different memory locations. Even the variables have same values, but different memory locations are created for them. There are three situations in which even two variables have same value, but for them different memory locations will be created. That situations are what? First situation. So there are three situations where Python creates two different memory locations, even both have same values. Okay, means as I told, just I have explained ki if you are writing a equal to 5 and b equal to 5, and these both will point to the same memory locations because they have same value. This I have explained. Okay, but now there are some special cases. Three cases are there where Python creates two different memory locations, even both have same values. Some special situations are there, even two variables have same value, there will be two different locations for them. Okay, what are that three situation? I'm going to tell you. The first one, if you are taking input string from console, means console means keyboard, समझ लो यहाँ पे keyboard. So if you are taking input from the keyboard, in that case it creates different memory locations. I will show you all these things with example. Second situation is what? Writing bigger integer. Bigger integer means if you are taking variables, integer value more than 999. Consider I am taking a equal to 1000. It is more than 999. B equal to 1000. Okay. So here they are more than 999. So even their values are same, they will have different memory location. Two different objects will be created, two different memory locations will be created for them, and they will point to the different memory locations. Even their values are same. What is the situation? Situation here we are using a bigger integer value, and as I told, up to 999 is uploaded already in the memory. If you are going above that, different memory locations will be created for them. Okay, for up to 999, if the two variables have same value, then they will have same memory locations also. But above 999, if even two variables have same value, they have different memory location. This is the concept. Okay, now third situation, for all the floating point and complex number, for floating point and complex literals, Python always creates different memory locations. There will be no same memory locations. There will be different memory locations for floating point and complex literals. Okay, so these are three special situations in which even two variables have same values. There will be different memory locations for them. Okay, I think the things are clear. Now I'm coming back to the identity operator. Just wait a minute. Okay, now look at the screen. The identity operator compare the memory locations of two operands and return true or false. Okay, see here, there are two identity operators, is and is not. Is operator, it returns true if both operands are pointing to the same memory location. It does, is operator or is not operator or identity operators do not compare the value, they compare the memory locations. If two variables have same memory locations, is operator will return true for them. Okay, and if two variables or two operands have different memory location, is not will return true. Is not operator will return true. For is not, are you getting the meaning of is not? Let me show you with the example. Consider a equal to 5 and b equal to 5. As I told, both will point to the same memory location. So if you're writing a is b, the result of this will be what? True. True. Because they are pointing to the same location, same memory location. If you're writing a equal to 5 and b equal to 2, so a equal to 5 and b equal to 2 means they are pointing to the different memory locations. Okay, because 5 is at one memory location, 2 is at different memory locations, so they are pointing to the different memory locations. And if you're writing a is b, it will return false. And if you're writing a is not b, it will return true. Because A is not B. A and B, they have different memory locations. A is not B, it's true. But A is B is false. Okay, the concept is very simple. If two operands have same memory locations, is operator will return true, and if they have different memory locations, is not operator will return true. Okay, let me explain this with, and as I told that in that three situations, even two variables have same value, it will, there will be different memory locations for them. Let me show you with the ideally. Type here ideally, it will come in front of you. Here it is. Now I'm going to compare. See, A equal to 5, B equal to 5. Okay, and if let A is B, it will return true. Can you see? Now let me show you the memory address of A and memory address of B. If you want to know the address is also here in Python, it is called identity. Identity means memory address of any variable. So if you want to know identity of or ID of any variable, here is a function ID. By ID, you can know the memory address of any variable, ID and A. Here I am trying to know the memory address of A, C. Okay. Now I'm going to find the memory address of B. See, both are same. Both the memory address of A and the memory address of B both are same. You can see it's on the screen. I think the things are clear. Now listen, if I'm writing A equal to 5 and B equal to 2. Okay. Now if you write A is B, it will return false because A is not B, A is B. So A is operator will return false. And if you're writing A is not B, it will return, is not, a mistake I've done, is not B, then it will return true. Because A and B are pointing to the different memory location because A is 5 and B is 2. They are pointing to the different memory locations. So A is not B will return true and A is B will return false. Okay. I think the things are clear now. If any doubt you have, you can ask through the comment section. Don't remain in confusion. Okay. Now, as I told that three different situations, so I'm going to test that also. Consider A equal to, I'm taking 1000, 1005, and consider B also I'm taking as 1005. You can see they have A and B both have same values. 1005, 1005, they have same value. Here also in this example also they had same values, A equal to 5, B equal to 5, and A is B was returning true. Just please see this example. A is 5, A was 5, B was also 5, and if you have typed A is B, we got true. But here we will get false. A is B. False. You can see even they have different same values, but their memory locations are different. So A is B will return false. When it happens, when the integers are more than 999, then even the two variables have same integer value, they're different. They will have different memory location. That second situation I told. See this one. Let me show you this second, writing bigger integer value. Okay. Now Another situation is what here? String, about a string. Consider we have taken one string s equal to Python. Consider we have Python. Okay. Now another we have taken s1 equal to, also we have taken Python. So both have same value, s1, s or s1 both have same value, Python. So if you write s is s1, you will get true, because they are pointing to the same memory location. But there will be difference when if you are taking input from the console. If you are taking input from the console, let me show you again. Consider we have taken s1 equal to, we have written Python. Console means keyboard. Consider you have taken s1 equal to Python, and now s2 equal to, we are taking input. For input we have a function input, and consider this time we are not storing value from the key. We are not storing the value. We are taking input from the console. We are taking input from the keyboard. What will happen in this case? Here, consider I am storing the value as an input. I am giving as Python. Same value I am giving. Okay. And now see, the same thing happened here. We have stored. We have written Python. But here what I'm doing, for S1 I have written, but for S2 I have taken input from the keyboard, from the console. Now what will happen? For both S1 and S2, there will be two different memory locations. Let's check. S1 is S2, you'll get false. Even the values are same, but they have different memory location because of this first situation. Input string from console. If you are taking input from the string, if you are taking input from the keyboard, if you are taking string from input from the keyboard, in that case, there will be different memory location. Even the values are same. So you can see S1 also Python, and for S2 we have taken input from the console, and they also have taken Python. But if you are checking S1 is S2, we are getting what? False, because they have different memory location. You can check the IDs of them, of S1 and S2. Here I am checking ID of S1. See, now ID of S2. See, both are different because S2 we have taken from keyboard and S1 we have written already. So this is the second situation. Now third situation, for any float value or complex number, always there will be different memory locations if even two variables have same value. Let me show you. A equal to 2.5, consider, and B equal to also 2.5. Even their values are same, they will have different memory locations. So if you write A is B, you'll have false. You'll have false because they are floating point values. So for floating point, this is the third situation I have shown. Third situation is what? For floating point and complex numbers. Okay. So please remember, identity operator is and is not do not compare the value of two operands. They compare the memory addresses of two operands. Okay, I hope this is clear. And values is different. To compare the value, the value of two variables are equal or not, we have this operator. A equal to B, if the values are same, it will return, this operator will return true. If the values are not same, it will return false. But identity operators do not compare the value. They compare the memory locations. So memory location and the values are two different things. This equal to operator and is operator are different. Is operator is identity operator. It compares the identities of the operands, and equal to operator compares the values of the operands. This question you may have, what is the difference between equal to and is operator? So this is the difference. Is operator or identity operators compares the memory locations, not the values. And equal to operator compares the value. Okay. I hope the things are clear. Still, if you have any doubt about identity operators, you can ask through the comment section. At last, I want to tell you in brief, identity operators compares the memory addresses of two operands, and if they are same, it returns true. Is operator returns true, and if they are not same, is operator returns false. This is all about identity operators. Still, if you have any confusion, students, please let me know. And students, if any suggestion, suggestion for betterment of my videos, or to make the videos more better, to make my videos better. If you have any suggestion, please suggest, and your feedback is required, and your confusions also are most welcome. So please comment in the section. Thank you. Bye to all.